Just about 12 years ago, depending on when you're watching this video, NVIDIA released their 500 series GPUs. And much like GPUs now, these things were the talk of the town, the top of the top, the creme de la creme of graphical gaming. We're talking 823 megahertz core clock, 1645 megahertz shader clock. We're talking 1002 megahertz memory clock. Now think of the moniker TI. And what does that mean? Better than the original, right? Oh, it was. This thing rocks a solid 1 gig of onboard video memory. This thing is older than your kid that wants a 4090 to play Fortnite, okay? The good old days. Imagine getting frags and then getting sleep before children. Hard to believe how far we've come in 12 short years. In 12 years, we went from 1 gig onboard video memory to 12. In some cases, more. This is the GTX 560 Ti. 12 years old. Older than your kid. Can it play anything? You want to bench it? You want to play some stuff? Or try? Let's go. Okay, the card is on the bench. We're ready to go with it. The first thing that I wanted to do actually was see what model this is exactly. So we're going to pop up Tech Power Ups GPU Z. We're going to take a look at how many gigs are actually on this thing. Because I said 1 in the introduction, but there is a model of this that had 2 gigs back in the day. Unfortunately for us, this memory size is only 1 gig. So we're going to see what happens, I suppose, right? The first thing that I want to do is I just want to run the basics, the standard. We're gonna run Heaven. Let's leave it at DirectX 11. Let's run it on low to get started. We're gonna disable Teslization. Multi-monitor is off. Anti-aliasing is off. Resolution. Let's do system. All right, let's run it. So I'm gonna let this run, and then we'll come back and see how we did on low. I believe we got to keep in mind as I'm doing these test bench graphics card videos that the test bench that I build is not the latest and the greatest, right? It was a budget build. It is a 6700K i7, DDR4 RAM, etc. still, but it's not the latest and greatest. So if I were to put a 4080 or 4090 on this thing and try to bench it, there'd probably be a bottleneck on the CPU and stuff. Maybe down the road I will have an opportunity to do something like that, but as it currently stands, with YouTube being a small creator, that is not in the cards at the moment. So I do understand that this bench is not the greatest out there. It is specifically for budget GPUs. I just wanted to make that known. I'm well aware. Okay, we're done. Our Unigen Heaven Benchmark 4.0 score is 1994, 4 years after I was born. Our FPS was averaging about 79.2. Keep in mind, we're on low. Our minimum FPS was down to 9.2, and our max FPS was 122. This is a 1080p test as well, just so you're aware. All right, I'm going to open 3D Mark, and we're going to see what happens within this suite of tools. Component, we want to bench the GPU. Best match here. We can do the Speedway. My PC is unable to... Oh. Your GPU does not have enough VRAM. Your system may fail to run this test. Downloading it. We're doing it. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. Trig, sorry about your 560 Ti, brother. We're doing it. I'm gonna run this test. This is gonna be sketchy. I don't know if we're gonna get to any gameplay. It'll be fine. I'm not worried about it. A testament to this thing though is that it performed decently. Oh my god. Oh no. Oh no, brother. Oh, big no. I would like to get a score, right? If we can get to a score, brother. Oh, that's the test right now. The ultimate benchmark for this GPU is, can it make it to the end? Oh my god, we keep losing the picture. This is a PowerPoint slideshow, dog. We're done. No, we can't do it. We can't do it. We can't. We can't do it. It can't handle it. Okay, here we go. We are going to try to run Fire Strike. It doesn't say that my GPU does not have enough video memory. We're going to run the test. It's running the benchmark. We're just going to let it do its thing. And the thing is like that, none of this is surprising, right? It's a 12-year-old graphics card. It's got 1 gig onboard memory. It's old. It's ancient. Imagine 12 years ago, this was probably butter smooth. I'm lying. This has never been butter smooth for anybody. All right, here we go. I couldn't even beat an Office laptop from 2020. I mean, we were running pretty hot, but we didn't ever break. 61 was the highest temp on that test. CPU ramped up to about 76, even under full 100% load on the GPU. Open air test bench. I'm not giving this thing any credit. All right, well, we're garbage. We lost to an Office computer from 2020. I think it's clear at this point that this thing is not going to do anything that you want it to. We're going to run. No, we're not. But we're going to try to run Fortnite, because a lot of these videos are going to be geared towards budget GPUs and budget hardware that would be good for esports titles and for your youngins to play. What's this now? The installed version of NVIDIA graphics driver has known issues in D3D11. Please install the latest or the recommended version. This is the latest. Battle Pass page unlocked. Ooh, okay. Okay, we got a cinematic, okay. Why did I say it like that? A cinematic? Okay, this doesn't look too bad, actually. Am I paying for this? Have I been paying for this for like 3-4 years and not realized it? Okay, that's kind of sick. Okay, we're in a game, surprisingly. Oh no. It was all right for a sec. I guess it's playable. On low, super low, like the lowest. I don't even think we're in 1080p, if I'm being honest. If we are, I'm surprised. Let's see. Actually in 1080p. We're frame rate limited to 30 FPS, rendering in DirectX 11. So it is on 30. Can we run it in 60? Wait. Wow. Wow. What? That's not terrible. It's not good. But I was expecting way worse. Where did I get all these freaking V-Bucks from, dude? And that's where I'm going to leave this off. I think throwing some of these benches at it and even playing a little bit of Fortnite has definitely shown that a card like this is showing its age massively. Can you play Fortnite on it? Sure. Is it an enjoyable experience? Not really. But it's playable. But the card was struggling massively when it came to any of those benchmarks that we threw at it, even just the normal Fire Strike, which I know is demanding. But you got to remember, too, that this card has 1 gig of RAM on it. A lot of those benchmarks, it says that it might just crash your GPU altogether because there's not enough onboard video memory. I just wanted to look at a piece of hardware from the past, right? This card, my buddy put this card in his computer when we first got into building machines. This is one of the first cards that I even knew what a graphics card was. You know what I mean? So it's kind of nostalgic for me to just kind of throw this on the bench and see what happens. It's a cool little piece of history. That being said, I would highly recommend not buying this card to try to play anything. If you just want to watch YouTube, maybe. You can probably find the card for 15-20 bucks on eBay. I don't know if that's accurate, but I would assume. So if you're just trying to do office tasks, watch YouTube or something like that, sure, maybe. I mean, it seems fine, right? But if you're looking at a card like this, thinking that maybe you can get some use out of it in the gaming world, I think you'd be sadly mistaken. Guys, that's the video. If you liked it, like it. Subscribe to stay up to date on all my latest content, and I will see you in the next one. Like the video for the new Sigma lens, too, by the way. Take care.